Hello everyone, Jorge Huertas once again with all of you. Today I'm gonna show you what is and how to use service design. This video is also available in Spanish. Well, service design is a set of activities that got the following characteristics. The first one is the process of planning and organizing people, infrastructure, communication, and materials that make up a service to improve its quality, the interaction between the provider and the users, and the experience of them. A service can be designed and implemented in different stages, but I consider that the best way is having as axis the principle of user-centered of design, which is the main principle for any agile methodology, but especially design thinking. With any agile methodology, you can create different kind of services. Okay, so when we talk about service design, this is a trend that has been growing in the past years. Why? Because before service design, people always used to create only products, but now when you put many products and many different activities, you develop a service. So we got 6 main things to develop a service. The first one is to know what kind of service are you going to develop. This is the first thing that you need to do and know. You can develop a service if you are an entrepreneur, but also if you are an organization. It's different because you need to understand the budget, the resources that you got, and the different things that you want to do. But the first thing is answer the question, what I want to do. After that, after you got that clear and you know what are you going to do, you choose the methodology. You got different options. Maybe if you are entrepreneur, maybe you can use Lean Startup because that methodology allowed you to create something from zero and maybe develop a project with that service. However, if you are an organization, maybe you like design sprint because of the time, also the resources and the qualified people. But also if you got something that is very complex, you can use design thinking, but it's really up of the need that you have. It's really up of the kind of development. Also, you can use a Scrum if you want to develop a digital service or something related with technology. But it's important that you choose the best methodology that suits the need that you're working on. After that, you start designing and creating. And for that, it's extremely important that you have 2 things. First, what is the budget for the project? And second, and in that also the cost and the things that you can spend for each stage. In that part, you start developing something called the service map. The service map is what will allow you to see all the components, all the different things that your service will have. This service map has to be very specific. If you don't know how to develop a service map, please go to here in our channel and check the tutorial of service map. It's in Spanish and in English, but it's very important because with that you can have all the components and know all the different activities. This service map is extremely important because it will be the axis of your project. Every time that you have a doubt, every time that you are not sure about something, you need to go and figure it out, what it is, how is it working, everything. That is extremely important. After that, after you already have your service map and you already have the budget and cost, you start with the execution and infrastructure. It means that you need to put everything together and start to manage all the resources and start making all the productions and start making everything that you need for your service. If you need to develop furniture, if you need to rent a place, if you need to develop software, if you need anything that has been specified here in the service map, over here is the part that you start doing. So you start executing and you start putting all together all the resources that you need. After you finish with that, you start thinking in the strategies. Strategies of what? of advertising, because it's very important that besides that you have something that is very new and it's extremely important, you know how to promote it, because it doesn't matter how important and how focus is everything. People need to know that you have a service that is special, that got a huge value proposition, all of that. But the only way that people will know is advertising that. You can use social media, digital marketing, depending of the kind of service and your target group. That is very important. Finally, it's very important to focus in the part of management and service. Why? Because when you launch a service, the process is not over. You have to be continuously improving and continuously making better your service, because something that is working right now, perhaps in 2 or 3 months, is not working. So you have to be very specific and you need to settle something to be improving continuously. This improvement got a characteristic that is cyclical. And all the development of a service, and that is why it got this form, is because it's cyclical. The fact that you have launched a stage of your service, it means that perhaps in 3 months you will have to make some adjustment, make it better, thinking in everything and all the different movements and things that are happening at that moment. As a conclusion, we can say that service design is one of the largest field of actions in design, and it got more projections. Why? Because nowadays people are really start thinking in all the different things and ways that have to promote their developments. Success in creation, conceptualization, and executing a service is focused on the real needs and improving the lives of the people. That is extremely important, because the idea is that any kind of service that you create and develop is focused on improving the life of people. So that's why you cannot make a shallow development. It has to be meaningful. It has to be focused on real needs. The purpose of the service is to improve and facilitate the life of people. That is the main thing. It could be with communications, it could be with technologies, it could be with day-by-day things. That is the main and most important thing. Thank you so much. I hope this video will be a big help in your development. Please subscribe to our channel, Design Thinking 24/7. Follow us on social media. Thank you to all of you. We are the #1 design thinking channel and agile channel in the whole YouTube universe. Also remember that we got our courses in the Udemy platform. You can see the link in the description of this video. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.